So
Yeah.
let's start it.
So like if we do a huge times temporal distortion combo and then end it with a time kick, then he's just screwed. And he's like, oh no, now I can't even rock armor.
Well, here's our
So-
opening hand. We have lots of block throws. 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. We have a 6, which is a pretty crap normal attack. And we have a time spiral.
Well, everyone throws against Geiger first turn, but we discussed this already. You need to block.
Which block?
10. It doesn't really matter, because all of Rook's throws outspeed all of Geiger's throws.
Good call. I would have said the same thing too. Yeah. No power
So
up yet.
Yeah, I don't want to power up.
Now we have a
You
6
should
and
throw.
7.
You should throw with that 7 throw.
Do we? The thing
No, 'cause
about
I play
this
good-
matchup
play
is
Rook.
I would not actually use 7 throw as a throw because it doesn't. The speed isn't really relevant. I would probably 8 throw.
Okay, 8 throw then. Because I play Rook a lot sometimes, and he likes to have a big hand so he can rock armor. So you should throw.
Yep, good call.
Although that's not a block that builds your hand.
And I would actually 6-7 attack here for the combo.
Yeah, you should do that. Because there's one thing about Rook, you need the damage him. Doesn't matter how many cards you have, you just need the damage because his life bar is so big.
My turn again.
Although if we lose this match, then it's going to be Gwen versus Rook, which is not going to go well. although Gwen does have what do you call it? Relentless strikes, which negates block.
Let's not talk about that yet. Let's see if that happens.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just planning ahead.
Yeah,
Not
it's
very well, mind you.
it is an exciting concept of Gwen versus Rook, but we don't know if we'll even have to do that.
Well, we're back down to 7 cards, and he hasn't thrown yet, in which case you should fast time spiral.
I think Time Spiral, that's exactly what I was thinking. Time Spiral is a great choice
And
right
he
now.
used up that jack, and that jack is sort of his only class attack that can sort of
Yeah,
outspeed things. The
We're gonna
only
miss
thing
it.
I'd
We're
be-
gonna miss not having a jack, but
But we can get that jack back.
yeah.
The thing is, I suppose, I would be afraid of rock armor. But there's a very low chance of that at this stage because he only has 7 cards. There is a small chance, but we hit a block, in which case you should...
That is interesting. They use 2 block, which is one of it's Rook's best normal throw, and I'm surprised that they would risk playing that.
Yeah, 10 throw. Or 9 throw, it doesn't really matter.
But it does kind of matter.
We are doing surprisingly well.
Yeah, I'm really shocked at that 2 block. I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
I'm
I think that means they
not
have a
as
bad
shocked.
hand. In
I'm
general.
shocked because he might still have a 6 throw. I use 6 throw a lot as Rook against non-grapplers. I'd only be super concerned about saving my 2s against somebody like Trock or Meadery.
How do you feel about 6 attack this turn?
6 attack. I wouldn't mind 6 attack. 6 attack seems like it's a pretty good move,
Well,
except if he jokers. But then again, you can't plan for your opponent gold bursting. Although I did actually do that once. I did on one of the games that I recorded, and then the file corrupted. I had created and destroyed a person's hand, and knocked them down on the same turn. And they're playing Gloria, and I was like, well, Gloria likes to have aces. And so I dodged the next turn in anticipation of the gold burst, and I gold burst, and I dodged it. And I was like, yeah, I anticipated the gold burst. But admittedly, the situation had made it really, really likely. But it is one of those. It is one of those
so hold on
situations.
here. The current. Let's discuss the current situation. I think they just confirmed that they're pretty desperate because they were already proving that they have a bad hand, and then they gold burst. which
So
they probably
what do you
didn't want to do.
reckon? Do you reckon they're going to do this turn then?
Now, I think we don't have any choice this turn but to block, really.
That's true. If they throw, then we're dead. So you should block.
But I think that they...
They threw. There was nothing we could do about that.
Yeah, literally. We have nothing in our hand that would have won against that, so we'll take the 15.
Now we do have something in our hand that works against that.
Yes.
Yeah. No, sorry, I was going on a little bit of an anecdote, but I don't know. I was just sort of.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I was just sort of like trying to explain that there are times when you can anticipate jokers, I suppose, but that was not one of those times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could have, based on our discussion of how they were getting desperate before that, but I wouldn't have ever made a decision based on that. Anyway, it's your turn.
Yeah, but I don't know. It differs from player to player. Some players, like me, like to hold on to jokers when they get desperate because they're like, well, if my opponent has a high damage combo, I get to negate the damage. So you should block again.
9 block.
Yeah.
Nope.
Those throws do so much damage.
That's the name of the game with Rook.
Yeah. He has a lot of health and he does a lot of damage. I'm guessing you're supposed to stop him from winning combats. So you should slow time spiral.
I'm tempted to save that time spiral for temporal distortion damage because
What
time
else?
spirals are less good against Rook because he can, special block it.
Well, I mean, he has double ace, so he could be in anticipation of a attack to get out of knockdown, try and reversal us, or in anticipation of a reversal to get out of knockdown, it could be stonewalling or entangling vines. So blocking is the safest option.
I'd go with
But
block
then again, he may know blocking is the safest option and attempt to.
Yeah, that is possible, but I'm going with blocking.
Blocking, because we're kind of in a situation in which we really can't win the game from this point unless we have more cards.
Yeah, that is correct.
And the only way we could otherwise build it is in anticipation of a throw. We just 7 attack him.
Which is an option. I mean, we're going to want a 7 attack eventually.
The other day, a Geiger player 7 attacked me when I wasn't playing a grappler.
Yeah, that's very uncommon. That almost doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, you did that to me once when I was playing Quince, and I was like, why did you 7 attack me? And then after the match, you explained to me that was literally your only attack option.
Yeah. Our block worked, even against the mix-up. He tried to mix us up. Do we want a temporal distortion now?
No.
It's not much.
Well, we have another one, so go ahead. We could be bluffing him into thinking we have aces and stuff.
But they could also not buy that.
They could also not buy that. It could be like you've been blocking for the last few turns. We know that you're desperate for cards.
I'd be tempted to throw this turn. I think they're going to fall for it insofar as they are going to try to reflector shield.
Yeah, I reckon.
9 throw?
9 throw. Because I wouldn't expect...
No. We were wrong.
We were wrong.
Ow.
And we knew that they had that too.
Yeah, that was public knowledge. Now we gained our super move.
So do we want a temporal distortion again?
We don't have anything in our discards. That'd be a waste.
Yeah, that's true. In which case, you should totally play a fast time spiral.
I'm thinking. This is kind of a sneaky thing to do, which is once people are trying to get you to block because they have aces. Is after they actually use those aces, block the turn afterward. It's
true.
It's like a reverse of what they're trying to make you do.
Yeah.
And we do need more cards. I'd block. It's your decision. Nope, you got like 2 seconds.
All right, let's block.
Yeah. That reversal of logic.
Don't power up those 7s.
What's that?
I said don't power up those 7s.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to. Now, we could temporal distortion.
We could. Now would be a good turn to temporal distortion again.
Let's do it.
Get a jack or a queen. No, we don't.
It's still, it's still a little bit of a waste, but doing this
well, now we
has
know that they don't
advantages.
have aces. Now we know that they don't have aces.
So what would you like to do? We could throw
well,
again because we threw last time.
Up
But I mean, they know we have a throw because we just blocked with them.
That's true. In which case, you ought to fast time spiral in anticipation that they don't have jacks. Or if I suspected that they had a jack, I'd time spiral hurricane.
I think there's a good chance they're gonna special block.
You should throw them with a 7.
Throw?
With a 7, we need a block.
Okay, 7 throw.
Nope.
You were right.
I was right.
They're getting rid of 9s.
Could we have won that turn if we had managed to hit? There's the 9
no,
plus
no.
7 plus
That's
7
not
plus 21. Okay. It'd be 16 plus...
Oh, there's our third ace.
Is our third ace. I'd be tempted to queen this turn. Although he did just power up, didn't he? I'd be tempted to...
I'm thinking time kick.
You sure? He hasn't played a single special block.
He hasn't, but I mean...
You should block.
He can special block this time spiral too.
Yeah, but you should block.
I should block? Okay.
Time spiral would have been a good...
Time spiral would have worked. Time kick would not have worked. So we had a good read on that situation. Now we have tons and tons of freaking time spirals. Jesus Christ.
If only we had all of these in the previous matches. Now we have all of this stuff, and we have used up all of our temporal distortions that we had.
Okay, now it's your turn. Maybe we should do queen this time, because, I mean, with queen, we can throw in a bunch of damage, and you get it.
Yes, do queen.
It'll also be Windmill Crusher if he happens to have one of those. It's been a while. Oh, that'll do.
And you should use the 7 because we need the 9 for the block.
Okay.
Use the 7 and then go into...
Another queen and a jack, maybe? Or
another
two queens?
Queen and a jack. Yeah, go queen jack. We want to save our time kick for when, for if we run into rock armor.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. That was a pretty good combo.
24, and we've evened it up a little bit more.
You don't see that combo very much. Ooh, do we want to research?
Yes. Only 3.
Another research right at the front.
Just give us a dodge.
I was thinking dodge.
And move the 6 to the middle.
Sounds good. Okay, so do we want to use that dodge this turn?
No.
Do we want to ace attack this turn?
That might be a good move, although I'd be more tempted to queen attack again.
Yeah, because we just used a bunch of time spirals.
Yeah. And we just did the thing, and so he might be expecting a flash gear, actually, or a joker.
Okay, queen
those
attack.
2 things. He still hasn't used named blocks yet, though, and that concerns me.
Yeah, I don't get it. They use 1 entangling vines at the beginning, and that's it.
Oh yeah, 1 entangling vines, but just a lesson for the people watching at home. A lot of people are tempted to use special moves a lot like us, but we won. But when you do that and you use them up, it makes your opponents less nervous about using them, about them turning up again. So if you don't use a lot of like special blocks as Rook, then now we're getting a little bit concerned that he might start special blocking now, which discourages us from attacking.
Yep.
You should 9 throw. Wait, is he? Just thinking about jokering. Oh.
Now, what do we want to do?
No, just throw him to the floor. 10. 10s are... A lot of people think 10s are less valuable to Rook than they first appear to be, because they first appear, it's like, oh, a 10 attack, you don't need to power up anything. It's like, oh, a 10 attack.
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
And you're back.
Okay, where were we?
I was just telling everyone about Rook's 10 attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 10 attack is interesting. It does have that property where it's better than you think it is, if used correctly. It's your turn. What are we going to do?
My turn. Well...
Better pick quick.
I'd be inclined to Flash Gear, except I kind of want to keep that. We can't lethal him up. Well, we can lethal him up with this turn. No, we can't.
Would you like just normal attack instead?
Normal attack with the 6.
6 attack. Good choice. You can get through Rook's special attacks. Now do we want to Flash Gear?
No, you want a Time Spiral Hurricane.
Oh,
wait,
yes.
No, he played a face down. Oh.
No, even if he did, that was a correct choice. Well, I mean, obviously, but I would have done it anyway.
Okay.
Right. So that's the fun thing.
Now it's interesting because a Flash Gear can kill him.
There's that first Stonewall. Notably, both of Rook's special blocks, 3 and 5, are odds, so you can get through them with mix-up attacks.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. Now we have 2 Flash Gears.
In which case, you should totally use up one of them because you can lethal him.
Does he expect that, though?
We
haven't used any yet, have we?
Probably. But he knows that we like to throw.
I'd be tempted to throw again, honestly.
Oh, okay, you can throw again. Yeah, go ahead, throw.
I'm going for it. I'm going for the throw. Yeah, there's the other special block. And now, how do we follow this up? We follow up with a time kick just for the knockdown, even if it's Joker.
Yeah.
And we win.
It's not a Joker. We won. We won 4 matches in a row with Geiger.
That's... Wow.
Lesson for today, everyone.
Awesome.
Lesson for today, everyone. Geiger is OP. You should all play him.
Yes. That is what everyone should learn from this video. Geiger is the best character. He is top tier, and that is fact.
Yeah. Two bumbling idiots playing Geiger can defeat the combined minds of 2 Yomi champions.
Yes.
That is the lesson for today. Everyone play Geiger. Just buy the $15 like original set and just play Geiger for the rest of your lives. Just everyone play Geiger.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I mean, to be fair, Geiger has time travel abilities, and like nothing beats that.
Except Zane. That's what we figured out when I was playing you and you were playing Geiger all the time and I was playing Zane all the time and I was beating you all the time. It was like, Zane is just a hard counter to Geiger. So what's going to happen is everyone's going to play Geiger, then everyone's going to play Zane, and everyone's going to play Trop, and everyone's going to play Geiger again. It's going to be like
caused our own metagame to come into existence.
Yeah.
We have shaped the Yomi metagame for generations to come now.
Yeah, and now the only 3 characters left in existence are Geiger, Zane, and Trop.
And then one guy's gonna play Manelker.
Yeah.
That'll be it. Okay, well, good games to everybody. Good games to Deluks and Clan. They definitely. They did some good stuff there. And
certainly kept us on our toes.
They did what now?
They kept us on our toes.
Oh yeah, no, we had to think pretty hard about some of those choices. And we were wrong about a lot of them even when we did think hard.
Even when we were right.
Yeah.
That happens a lot in Yomi, where you think that something is the case and you're wrong, but you win anyway because your thinking just happened to neatly align with what your opponent was thinking.
Yeah, well, that just comes with understanding the value of cards. Some cards are just so good that they beat a lot of things, even if you don't know what that reason is going to be ahead of time.
Often at times, like people, a lot of the like top tier Yomi players try to be like ultra specific in the way that they like construct their logic. But since their opponent might not be like so like specific in their logic, then that ends up working against them. Because if your opponent is just thinking generally about the value of cards, it's like, oh, this card is higher value, this card is lower value, then that's going to inform your thinking differently than if you were also paying attention to all of the specifics and going, okay, what are the chances of this happening and what are the chances of that and stuff.
Yeah, the amusing thing is sometimes there can be great victory in ignorance in this game.
Yes.
The thing is, you don't want to count on it, because there is a lot of skill to understanding this stuff, but it's like a consolation prize. Like, sometimes you have no idea, and you'll be right anyway. Don't count on it. Try to know what's going on, but there's always that chance.
Yeah, like, it doesn't mean that we won purely by luck today, but, like,
luck was involved on both sides.
Luck was involved. Like, this game is partly luck and partly skill, and sometimes you have an unlucky day. But generally speaking, the more skilled players will more often than not beat less skilled players.
Yeah.
Except in this case, where two bumbling idiots managed to beat two Yomi champions.
Well, anyway, I guess that'll be the end for this episode. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one.
See ya.